TV soap news and spoilers say that the Dupree family, once a tight-knit clan bound by love, music, and shared dreams, now teeters on the edge of collapse. At the heart of this storm is Anita Dupree, a woman whose meteoric rise to fame has cast a long, dark shadow over her relatives. Sharon seethes with resentment, her words dripping with venom as she threatens to unravel Anita's carefully guarded world by revealing a devastating secret to Vernon, Anita's unsuspecting partner. But what is this secret, so explosive that it could shatter relationships, derail a long-awaited concert reunion, and expose the tangled web of lies that has defined their lives for years? To understand, we must rewind the clock, diving deep into the heated exchange between Anita and Sharon, where buried truths and raw emotions collided in a storm of accusations and pain. The Dupree family was once a musical dynasty, Anita, Sharon, and Tracy, whose harmonies captivated audiences and promised a bright future. Their group, the Dupree Divas, was on the cusp of stardom, with record labels knocking and solo offers dangling like golden carrots. But that dream fractured when Anita, the undeniable star, walked away, leaving her sisters in the dust. Now, years later, a reunion concert looms, a chance to recapture the magic and heal old wounds. But the stage is set for drama, not harmony. Sharon, her voice once a soaring instrument of beauty, refuses to play second fiddle again. I won't be Anita's backup singer, her shadow, her support act while she basks in the spotlight. Sharon cried, her voice trembling with fury during their recent confrontation. She sees Anita as selfish, a diva who craves the limelight, leaving others to fade into obscurity. Tracy, the quiet peacemaker, stands caught in the middle, torn between loyalty to her sisters and the ghosts of a broken past. Will this concert, meant to be a triumphant return, instead become the final note in the Dupree family's song? Sharon's bitterness runs deep, a river of regret fed by years of watching Anita soar while her own wings were clipped. In the early days, Sharon's voice was the envy of the industry, clear, powerful, and soul-stirring. Solo offers poured in, each one a ticket to her own stardom. But when Anita abandoned the group, those offers vanished like smoke in the wind. I had a chance, Anita. I could have been something. Sharon shouted, tears welling in her eyes as she faced her sister. She blames Anita's departure for the collapse of her career, a wound that festers with every magazine cover featuring Anita's dazzling smile, every sold-out show, every million-dollar endorsement. Sharon's life, once brimming with promise, has been quiet, almost invisible, while Anita's name lights up billboards and echoes in the halls of fame. The contrast is stark, and the pain is raw. Sharon's heart aches not just for lost opportunities, but for the betrayal she feels from the sister she once adored. Enter Dante Green, the slick, silver-tongued manager of the Dupree Divas, whose actions cast a sinister pall over the family's saga. Rumors, vicious and unrelenting, began to swirl after Anita's exit, whispers that Sharon, the golden-voiced sister, had taken to the stage drunk, slurring notes and stumbling through performances. These lies, spread by Dante, poisoned her reputation, turning promoters away and silencing the buzz of solo deals. You knew, Anita. You had to know. Sharon accused, her voice a mix of anguish and rage. Anita, wide-eyed and pale, swore she had no knowledge of Dante's campaign to discredit her sister. I never heard those rumors, Sharon, I swear it, she pleaded, her hands trembling. But doubt lingers in the air, thick and suffocating. Did Anita truly remain ignorant, or was she complicit, turning a blind eye to protect her own assent? The truth is murky, and Sharon's trust in her sister hangs by a thread. The plot thickens with a revelation that cuts even deeper. Dante Green, in a move shrouded in secrecy, convinced Sharon and Tracy to sign non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, in exchange for a hefty sum. These documents, binding and ironclad, silenced the sisters, preventing them from speaking out about the group's collapse, Dante's rumors, or Anita's role in the fallout. You had no idea, Anita? None at all? Sharon spat, her voice dripping with sarcasm as she recounted the moment Dante slid the contracts across the table, his smile cold and calculated. Anita's face crumpled, her protests of ignorance sounding hollow in the charged air. The payout kept Sharon and Tracy afloat, but at a cost. Years of silence, years of watching Anita's star rise while their own stories remained locked away. The money, substantial though it was, couldn't buy back Sharon's dreams or erase the sting of betrayal. What did Dante hope to hide? And why does Anita claim no knowledge of this deal, struck in the shadows of her success? At the heart of this tempest lies Anita's secret, a truth so explosive that Sharon dangles it like a dagger over Vernon, Anita's devoted partner. What could be so devastating, so earth-shattering, that it threatens to upend everything? Whispers and speculation swirl, each theory more dramatic than the last. Could it involve Dante Green, the manipulative manager whose fingerprints are all over this mess? One chilling possibility emerges. Is Nicole, the bright-eyed young woman raised as Vernon's daughter, actually the child of Anita and Dante? The timeline is murky, the memories clouded. Anita and Vernon's relationship blossomed after the group's breakup, but Dante was a constant presence, a charismatic force orbiting Anita's rise. If true, this revelation would shatter Vernon's world, exposing a betrayal of the deepest kind. Anita's silence on the matter is deafening, her eyes darting away when Sharon presses, her voice a whisper, "Don't do this, Sharon. Don't tell him." The weight of this secret presses down, a ticking time bomb ready to detonate. As the reunion concert approaches, the Dupree family stands at a crossroads. Sharon's threat to tell Vernon hangs heavy, a storm cloud ready to burst. Anita, once the golden child of the family, now faces the unraveling of her fame, her fortune, and her fragile bonds. Sharon, fueled by years of resentment, sees this as her moment to reclaim her voice, to step out of Anita's shadow. Tracy, ever the mediator, pleads for peace, but the cracks are too deep, the wounds too raw. Was Anita truly responsible for the rumors, the NDAs, the collapse of her sister's dreams, or was she a pawn in Dante Green's ruthless game? And what of Nicole, whose daughter is she, really? The answers remain elusive, hidden in the folds of a past marked by ambition, betrayal, and unspoken truths. The stage is set, the lights dim, and the audience waits, unaware of the drama unfolding backstage. Will the Dupree divas take the spotlight together, their voices blending in a fragile harmony, or will Sharon's threat ignite a fire that consumes them all? Anita's secret, whatever it may be, holds the key, a truth that could mend or destroy, unite or divide. As the clock ticks toward the concert, the family's fate hangs in the balance, a saga of music, money, and mystery playing out in a crescendo of emotion. One thing is certain. When the curtain rises, the world will finally see the Dupree family for what they truly are, flawed, fractured, and fighting for redemption in the glare of the spotlight. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.